Courthouse. They really deep. Now they really getting into the jury selection. You know what I mean? I was just listening to a few of the jurors just now. You know what I'm saying? So they're doing through the selection. I wrote down a few of the jurors. And yeah, it's a lot going on. A lot of people got past traumas. They're striking a lot of jurors from the whole situation. They're striking them. Bomb. They ain't even playing with you. Straight. So a few jurors were selected to stay though, which was crazy. Even though they had some biases, I felt a few jurors had some biases. You know what I'm saying? Because they did read articles on the Diddy trial. One juror, he read an article actually like the day before, like yesterday, on USA Today about the jury selection process. So they're like, Your Honor, strike him. He done read the, what are you talking about? How you gonna read about the jury selection process of all things, right? So let me just show you what's going on out here. A couple of podcasters was in there. You know what I'm saying? They was in there. A little shocked when they saw me. They don't know who to pop out, who to be outside. You know what I mean? Who to most definitely be outside. We always on go. You know what I mean? You got all of the different news people. You can't bring none of your devices inside, nothing. You got to check in all your devices. They give you a little button. When I go back inside, I'm going to show you exactly what that's about. I got a few people up here too. There's a few podcasters up here. I seen one or two inside the courtroom. I spoke to a couple of reporters as well. I got a couple of people's numbers that I'm going to have a conversation on the channel with. And some people from Eyewitness News. You know what I mean? I know y'all know the casters, you know what I'm saying? I know you know them. So, yeah, man, that's what we're doing out here. I just taking a little break, a little smoke break. And we headed back inside. What are we doing? Yeah. I gotta pop outside. I gotta pop outside, man. Trust me. The jury selection is crazy though. Smokey Show, salute, bro. The jury selection is crazy, bro. The whole process. I got a couple of videos with some people that I had a conversation with as well. One juror, his wife actually went through, you know what I mean, like some essay when she was younger, and he was just saying like, so they was like, well, you think you'd be biased about this? He was like, you know, and it was asking him like, who did this to your wife or whatever, and it was like, he was like, you know, I think it was like an uncle or something like that, and then he was like, you know, that's just like in our culture, you know what I'm saying? So they was like, and what culture? Excuse me, what culture is that? And he was like, it's in Puerto Rican culture. And he was like, all right, so do you think that you'll be biased based upon that, or do you think that you can separate that from how you feel about this defendant in his case? He's like, yeah, I think I can. He's like, how do you know? How would you go about doing that? He was like, you know, my wife has gone through that. You know, of course, there's the stresses about that. She goes through her angers at times about it. But really, I can't project what my wife has been through. That's really what my wife has been through. So I think that I'm fit to be a juror. This one guy, you know what I'm saying? So they was like, okay. So people like that, they was letting go by, even though he went through some traumatic stuff. A couple of people actually read or saw a video, which is crazy because at least they was being honest, because everybody seen that Cassie video. So a lot of jurors that was speaking, it was like, did you see anything? They over there hesitant. One guy took a long pause. I think it's juror number 137, I think he was. I got my notes, so don't catch me on the numbers. But I think it's juror 137. He like, yo, bro. But everybody seen the Cassie. Everybody saw the Cassie. Everybody saw the Cassie situation. So they ain't front about that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, one guy said, he was like, no, I could be unbiased about the situation. So they was like, did you see he's like, yeah, I saw the Cassie thing with the case. He's like, can you be unbiased? He was like, yeah, I can be unbiased. And then it was like, hold on, wait, but you had the questions, because, you know, they asked each juror a certain amount of questions. And in his questions, they was like, so what did you say in this question? He was like, actually, I think that he's an opinionated, I think that this guy is like, talking about Puff, like he just wants the attention and the limelight and all these different things. And so they're like, you said that you don't, and you're not biased about this, but yet you're still, Everybody gonna have a bias in this thing, bro. It's not even a joke. Everybody and their mama's gonna have a bias. And you got to understand that. If you don't believe that everybody's gonna have a bias, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. Straight. I'll show you how the court though. You know, I'm just chilling, man. We vibing up. A couple of my people in the cut right here. You know what I'm saying? Saw a couple of your favorite, couple of your podcast peoples. You know what I mean? They was probably pretty shocked when they saw me like, this nigga be over here? Yeah, I'm over here too. That's how come we got to be careful about the things we say online, you know? I don't be trying to disrespect people.
I read that, I was like,
I be showing people love, bro. But when you try and disrespect people, though, look, who to pop up in the court like this? Seeing niggas the whole time, like this.
You got money.
Okay.
You have a whole network.
All right. We outside. Everybody drop. Already know. I'm at the Diddy. I'm in New York City at the Diddy. At the court building. The Diddy.
That's what I said. You know, when things like this happen, there's other influences. It's not so much that these people are going to be Jesus. You know, I just take it with right and wrong. It's up to you. So,
We outside, bro.
I gave you all of this. Didn't do something or do something stupid.
Outside, real time, y'all. Real time. OOTAONGO. On go. We here, journalists. I got a couple of people's good numbers. News reporters, eyewitness news people. Got some good numbers. So, you know what I mean? We're going to have some conversations. So, they're going to be bringing out some information on the channel as well. So, you know, that's what it's all about, man. It's about being outside, moving and shaking. It's not about being a gangster or all that. That's funny, bro. If you're still trying to be a gangster today's day and age, it's weird, bro. It's about building in real time and connecting with people in real time. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. This is the thing that they don't want us to do. They don't want us to build with each other. They want us to beef. So don't beef with people, bro. Don't. If we beefing, we beefing. Just know that. You don't have to threaten anybody. You know what I mean? That shit is whack, bro. You know what I mean? We 420 in front of the court. Smoke. You ain't. Chill. Look good. 420 to court. Look. Popo out here and all that. So, man, we smoking chilling. Regular day. What? Regular day. That's living. This lady right here is the lady I want to know.
all around good person. We actually go. I felt that it was wrong. I told them. I just told them like this before I walked away. So much that I felt that I was dangerous hour. So I was like, I knew he would go to
I will be, but I'm gonna tell you that's first. Listen, we outside in real time. I was just talking with another Dollar Mouse from Channel 7. I was just me. Yeah, so I'm talking about. We talking right now. She talking about coming on the channel. That's what we doing, son. Dollar Mouse. Ooh, reporting live. Me and Dollar Mouse. She like, oh, I love you. She gonna give me a hug and love me. Riz, don't play with me. Woman anchor. I got my Indiana Jones hat on. You know I'm a wrangle, homies. Ah, don't do that. With the boots? With the boots? Don't do it. Let me stop playing with Dollar Mouth. Dollar, I love you. I love you, Dollar. You my darling, Dollar. Listen, we have to do good conversations with real people. And I want to have a real good conversation with her, you know? Because it's just to pick these kinds of people's brains, man. These people know so much. These people do the real reporting. These people really be on the streets, beating the streets, and they know what the hell's going on. So don't take my jokes. I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. But I do got to text her right now. I'm not playing. Hold up. All I'm out. Eyewitness news. Word. A couple of people in the courtroom too, podcasters. They upstairs. The eyewitness news. I love all of mine, man. I swear. These is good casters. She been out there for so long, bro. And we was all in the courtroom stuff. She thought I was trying to bring her online. I'm like, hell no, I'm not trying to bring you on online. Make sure I remember that. That's why it's good to pop out. I got a couple of good people's numbers. It's crazy, bro. But I'm out here, though, so I'm going to ask a few people some questions. We're going to get in a few questions. You know what I'm saying? Ask a few people a couple things down here. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, brother? What's going on? How you feeling about Diddy, man? Come here, man. Tell me how you feeling about Diddy. I'm online, brother. Oh, man, you hot? Chill, brother. You got to duck them people, brother. Don't do that. I got you, brother. I got you. I'm looking out for you, man. Go this way, man. They over there, bro.
Man, I got off the bus from Alabama.
Yo, this is
The bus was going from Alabama. I was in Tuscaloosa. That's 25 hours, man.
Yeah.
Alabama, where's that?
I ain't mad with you, bro. He said he was in Alabama, homie. Like, real outside. Crazy. Nigga said, Genuine, yo, you funny. Who said that again? You funny. Jits? That's funny. That was a good one, nigga. That was a good one, nigga. But you ain't see me come up like this. Remember when Genuine was trying to dance again, remember? Like Wildin'? Nah, nigga. I ain't doing that, though. You heard Jits? I ain't doing that, Jits. This nigga came on that shit, thought he was still that nigga. He bugging. He thought he was that man still. You remember? Nah, I know y'all ain't forget about Genuine. You know we gotta cook that nigga forever. When that nigga came back out dancing, his old ass came out trying to do it again? Nah, bruh. Look, she said, look, the young girls and the kids that walk by, they say, he's gonna be a stand-up comedian. They laughing, walking out the box. Damn, bro, Genuine, even the young people's laughing at you, bro. Yo, son, when he popped back out, and that nigga did a move. I was like, I can't even remember the move. That's how special that move was. That move was a Ryu Ken, maybe a Blanca move from Street Fighter or some shit. That nigga came back with a Street Fighter move when that nigga did that shit on stage. Remember? Don't bring up Genuine, bro, because you gotta bring up when that nigga did the Blanca Dao Zim move. Nigga did a Dao Zim and thought he was fly on stage. Don't do that. Don't do that. We not doing that. We live outside the Diddy trial. If you're my op, pop outside. What you doing? You wasting time? This is the OOTA challenge. Pop up, see where you at, and chill and hang out. That don't mean die there, but you know what I mean. Live your life, though. Just live your life. It's a live your life challenge, man. Because so many people podcast, and I get it, and they do internet, but they be always be inside all the time. I don't really beef with anybody, but I'm just saying. A lot of people that do be beefing, they don't never come outside. Like, she'd be like, what are you beefing with if you're not going to come outside? Makes no sense to me. But hey, what do I know? I got my Indiana Jones hat on, so I'm on that type box. You know, I ain't trying to wrangle no niggas. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Got my Indiana Jones on, bro. Yeah, I'm about to go back upstairs in the courtroom in a second. Wait. Wait. We outside smoking, chilling for the courtroom, for the house, for the court building. Yeah, right? My bad. My bad. My bad. Wait. My bad. Y'all drop likes in the building. Nah, let me do a poll. Why ain't do my poll already? Yo, I heard Diddy getting out, y'all. Yo, hit the poll, y'all. Is Diddy getting freed, y'all? Is Diddy getting out this thing? Hit the poll right now. I want 28 people to hit this poll right now. I heard they springing Diddy, bro. Heard Diddy about to get sprung, y'all. Let me know if you heard about it. Heard allegedly. Listen, I don't want nobody snitching on me, yo, bro. We got journalists around here. Me, bro, don't snitch on me. We got one guy right here sitting down. I don't want nobody snitching on me right now. But I'm telling you what I heard about the Diddy thing, bro. Leave me be, y'all. Diddy peoples, don't come and get me. Just chill. That's what I heard allegedly. Allegedly, the 1,000 bottles of baby oil, they threw out 999 bottles of baby oil. Only one bottle Diddy could get charged with, and that's the one he basically used it for his own personal use. When he gets that's fully clean. So the 1,000 bottles allegedly dashed out of evidence lockers. That's what's going on. Yeah, they just let everybody out the courtroom. They taking a recess now. You're gonna see a couple of people come outside now. See what they on. Because everybody gotta come this way unless they try and take the other way. They don't want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you. If they don't want to be seen, let's see. You see a couple of your favorite podcasters walking around here or something. I ain't gonna snipe them. Nigga. Uda outside, nigga. Look up on the roof, homie. Uda is on the roof, nigga. That's where all the Udas are. On the roofs. You are. Bloods and Crips. You are. Let me see if I see one of your favorite podcasters. I'm gonna show y'all. Look, man, we outside, bro. What's going on, bro? What's going on, bro? Baddies in the bro. I ain't gonna say nothing. Some shit in the building. That's all I'm gonna say. That building is crazy. Brother. Okay. Okay. We gonna know who taking the back route or not. Cause this the main little row. So some people's in the court, they just let everybody out the courtroom. Obviously, this lady right here, she was in the courtroom too. I gotta get her number too because she do her podcast thing, but she be on her FB last letters type box. You know what I'm saying? She be on her FB last letter. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have a conversation with her too though. We're gonna talk about some shit though. I gotta take her number though. So we can probably about some stuff. But yeah, man, that's what we out here doing, man. We connecting in real time. Journalists, I mean all kind of people up here, bro. They're like, yo, come take my number, bro. What you talking about? This is life, bro. Trust me, son. I'm meant to meet at least 4 million people in my life, bro. I've met about 1 million people at least. Gotta be, bro. I meet people every day, bro. Straight. Bro. I was meeting so much women alone at one point. That's why I was cheating. I was a cheater, bro. And I was dead wrong. Trust me. That's why I don't lie about shit. That should have come back to haunt you. Motherfucker come back like, nigga, you wasn't a cheater? You're lying. That's what I'm saying. I said the truth, so don't come for me. Don't come for me. I said the truth. I've changed my ways. Changed my ways, y'all. Yeah, we outside though in real time though, man. We outside in real time. I'm about to roll up another one. Because since they done took a recess now. They in recess, right, sis? They took a break, right? Yeah, I'm on live here. They on recess. Yeah, they went in a recess, whatever the case may be. Bro, I'm outside. My name Uda. I'm outside. I'm blowing my smoke. I don't care. What are we doing? I was doing this when it wasn't legal, bro. Don't do this. I was bunning my Junzi like this. Junzi, sir. Leave me be. Juns. Been bunning my... Yo, bro. Back when they was wilding, running out on us when we was younger, just for weed, bro. You know how many times I went to when they was locking me up for weed? Bro, every day. Junzi, sir. Get your ass in the car. Kill trying to get your last pull up. They bugging. Put it down, sir. You bugging. New York, son. These cops is nasty work, bro. Nasty work. They was bothering us for nothing. Word. We was just trying to live. Trying to figure it out. They wouldn't even give you a chance to do that. Word. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, so, man. Yeah, we rolling up, nigga. You want me to roll? I'm about to roll up right now, bro. I'm bugging, ain't bugging. Get my weed out. Roll up. Look, sisters across the street, they smoking. Everybody chilling, bro. This is New York. Look. Let me show you what's going on. Sisters is outside. Look. Bunnin, Junzi, white chicks and all that. No Marlon and his brother. Real white chicks. Because some people be on that Marlon and his brother box. I ain't mad. My sister played for the team too. Y'all can holler at her. Y'all can have a conversation. I'm just saying. But real white chicks. No Marlon and Sean, homie. No Marlon and Sean. Know that. Want me to holler at them? To show you? See how it And they both smoking, chilling. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody out here chilling in they vibe. In they vibe. Beautiful eyes. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Eyes is like windows. Great. Oh, we outside. Yo, listen, is Diddy getting free? I want everybody to hit that. Yo, bro, if you don't hit that poll, you have baby oil in the building. Like this. You ain't hit the poll, so I'm telling you. On Granny Soul. How y'all ladies doing? Y'all all right? They on me. Let me kill it. I'm trying to change my ways, but I don't know. We're going to figure it out in real time. Fire. Straight attorneys, straight lawyers, straight dope people, though, bro. Dope people. That's what it's about for me, you know? I'm just playing games. If you see me flirting down here and all that, I'm just playing, y'all. Not trying to be on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be on that. Okay? Fire too. If they want to be down with the click, look, I'm about to show you now. I'm about to get down with the click. You want me to show you? Want me to show y'all, bro? Look, they fiending to know what the hell's going on with us. Chill. Let me get where my paper at. I'm gonna show you with my paper. Let me get my paper right. Show your pretty ass in the court too. Nobody worried about you, girl. Your ass down. The old man trying to watch that thing. That thing is bad. Some old nigga right here trying to watch that thing. On Bloods and Crips. This nigga right there. Hold up. Old man right there with the gray hair. He was on it. Shorty them right there. Look. Nigga was on it. Nigga look back at that shit. That shit looking alright. Look. On Bloods and Crips. Don't do that. We outside, nigga. What's up? And he talking to my homegirl too. Show you, bro. We outside, bro. I'm weak too, Amika. The hell? I'm weak. You seen the old nigga? You looking, he bugging. That nigga came out the court building like this. He seen a little jogging pants, he bugging. That nigga thought of a yoga corn. That nigga thought of a yoga corn. You look, you going at. Telling you. That nigga was like this, doubling back. I had to show y'all him though. That nigga was like, yo, shorty fire. She look like she from another kid of the country. Chid-a-da-da-da, homie. If you blush, she from another country, homie. Either way, I want y'all both to understand what I'm saying. Cripple blood. Cripple blood, homie. Let me go over here on the side, bro. Can we run down there? We gonna smoke some of this weed. I wanna know what they do. And they real interested in our culture. Let me figure this shit out in real time. Come on, let's figure this out in real time. Yeah? Let's figure this out in real time. I need a light. You give me a light?
And the government was on his side yesterday as well.
That's crazy.
That was the perception. That's what I got. What I gathered. I gathered that the judge was cool, and I called him Mika by mistake, but his name is not Mika. And the man the reporter next to me was scared to repeat what I said. He said, I don't know how to pronounce it. Because you know the whole running joke about a person of a Caucasian of Trump being able to say the word Negro. So what I thought it really was Negro. Negro. I thought, but it wasn't. Because today I wrote down his name and it's Amarat Munyon. His name is Munyon. I need to look up his name.
It's giving paid off.
It's giving everybody.
They sent the video to the cast.
Yeah, so I told
courtroom yesterday, so they sent the video cast now.
Yesterday the judge stayed up video.
That's because they really started using CNN. They still got to pull that.
Well, people say it was Universal that put that out. Or no, sorry, it was Diageo.
Because I got to resume back to work.
Oh, yeah.
No, I just can't resume back to work. I'm on exposure therapy. That's why I got my equipment today for the first time since I bought it.
But no, like I'm saying though, I can't say that that's not real. What they saying that they altered the way the events took place. And that's what they were trying to say. And CNN said, nope, that's the way we got it.
People have said that Diageo released that because of some.
That makes sense. You would do it too probably if you had that in possession. You probably do that too. Somebody that's working with, and you go flip script, right?
I told one of the passengers that I think all we need to do versus a big deal is just do an NJ and monitor this. That's where the let live. Because another thing that they're doing in there is not go by Evans. All of those three of the 5 charges are beyond 2010. This is 2020. So 10 years ago, dealing with different technology, different errors, different characteristics of people, different individuals, something of others money. So again, I said we should do anything.
Look. I can see that right there. Courtroom. I see it.
Hi, I'm currently outside of Sean Hitchcock trial right now. I'm standing with some dudes who look like these might be jurors on the case, and I understand that the that about exactly what's going on, but through an expert journalist lens, it's just will make these questions very short and simple, straight to the point. Once it's
Sometimes you gotta make light of your situation.
And a lot of lies.
We outside, look. Real time.
Hello. How are you? Sorry to bother you. I saw you when we was looking for a park for the car. Okay? We doing good.
Oscar.
Hold on, brother.
Say
Anya. We're from FYWTV. But I just wanted to know, because we just got here, what's been happening so far?
It's like a recess now. So what they was doing was they went through a few of the jurors. Which ones they picking, which ones they not. They got a few that they kicked off because they had like some past traumas.
Damn.
One person, like his wife, went through like a sexual, I don't want to say trauma, but an essay type situation when she was younger. But I think they let him rock. Another person, he said,
they let him rock.
another person actually went and seen USA Today like yesterday, and he read an article. He said based on the jury selection process. So they're like, how you read someone? And he read it like yesterday, day before.
Aren't they supposed to be sequestered?
It's crazy. So, you know what I mean? But everybody's mentioning the Cassie video. Like, yo, we did see the Cassie video. So mad people trying to front, like, they're like, You seen anything? Have you seen anything? Read anything? People taking long pauses. One guy took a long ass pause. Mad long, bro. I swear, bro. You could have ate dinner by the time he done took the pause. He bugging and digested. Mad long. So they come back. Nope. The government. The defense was stuck up to like, nah. He need to get kicked. So they still picking. I wrote down a few of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on like juror 150 something.
And you do content for like a network, or you do it like for yourself?
This YouTube.
Oh,
I'm out on YouTube.
Okay, gotcha. When we were passing by, we saw you because you got on the whole
shindig?
dandy hat,
The whole shindig?
the whole shindig, you know.
So what y'all do though? What y'all do?
Like full-blown production. We have a few studios where we do different shows, different segments, news, media in general, red carpets. We shoot commercials.
Show me how some look.
What's your Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, here's a card.
Yeah, give me that. Yeah.
And then
$45.
we're actually working on some.
So what you do Instagram or do y'all do YouTube as well?
We do Instagram, we do YouTube, we have a website, we do, yeah.
So how's the YouTube?
We have an app
How y'all
where
doing on
we
YouTube?
stream.
Are you doing better on Instagram than YouTube or YouTube?
No,
than
so
He would know the metrics better.
basically we have our own channel. So we're on a network called Viva Live TV, just like a cable platform, you know. So we most likely be on that. We just started doing things on YouTube, you know.
Okay.
So
From yesterday.
Okay.
yeah.
So what? It's that network, but the network is stationed here or somewhere like globally?
What the network we're on?
Yeah, the network that you're on.
Yeah, the network. Our network is here. We have a studio in New York. We have one in LA. But the platform we're on is a global network.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, just like YouTube TV, all these big networks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what kind of things y'all cover? Just world type
Everything.
topics?
Everything,
anything?
man.
World
Yeah.
type trending news,
Yeah.
just that, da-da-da.
Media, entertainment, sports, everything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta
Everything.
connect
We have
that.
a few platforms that we use, but we also have an app, which is FYWTV.
Hold on, maybe I'll do the brand first real quick.
I don't think I should get the tripod.
Add your brand.
Yes, get the tripod.
Huh?
Your brand.
Please. Wait for
I'm
this or
gonna
for the
store the
number?
number
Yeah, no. I'm gonna just use
I'm gonna store your number too.
Yeah. I'm gonna just use go back.
So what y'all located in the city though? Y'all out here in New York. Y'all out
Yeah,
here?
studio, yeah. You in New York?
Yeah, I'm in New York.
Okay, man.
What kind of content do you usually cover?
I got like 11 channels though, right? I got 11 YouTube channels. This one right here, they all monetize too. So this one right here though, I do like, I've been doing a lot of different things. Urban content, hip hop type driven news, but then I do like paperwork reads and true crime and stuff like that. So we talk about what's trending. We talk about Big U. We talk about Big Needs too. We talk about all that stuff too. Hip hop related news.
Oscar, what's your Instagram?
You know what
I am young Oscar.
Salute me ×2. Ken Shepard in the building. Richard Blake in the building. Yeah, we outside. They took a recess.
What
So
time
we
they going
outside.
back?
Probably about I think 2.
2 o'clock?
I would think so. I would think too. I left right before they ended out, but I would guess somebody was telling me too in a courtroom.
So they're gonna let us back in after.
They should. That's what somebody had told me. So I don't know. I'm still seeing what the hell's going on. You know what I mean? Because there's also 2 entrances. There's the entrance, but not 2 entrances. One entrance is for employees on the other side. So some people may go through that other exit.
Which
That's the one. You
Which
always
one?
see it on the YouTube, the live feed that always be running. If it ain't this feed, it usually be sometimes that side of the building that they'll show. You know what I mean?
Where Diddy's coming out?
Where just anybody will that around the family, if it's friends, if it's who, you'll see them coming out the building. So they only could come out this way or that way. But usually this is more the front side. So everybody will come out that side really because it's leading into this little like colder sat looking cut.
Yeah.
And you can jump to your car, you know what I mean? Kind of cut right here for the street front page. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you know.
That would have been the first. Number 78 was supposed to be the first one to testify, but she didn't answer the questionnaire.
Sister dropping jewels back there.
Yeah.
She dropping jewels. She already know. She took good notes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of information. That's what she said.
So who's giving out information?
You go to, because they got 2 courtrooms now. So you can go on the 26th floors where like the family or people that's closely related to the case. You go on the 26th floor. But then if you like anybody else, they got the overflow room. So you'll go downstairs in a whole nother courtroom on the 23rd floor. And you'll be in a courtroom just like that with everybody else.
What do you
And
need?
everybody in there will be writing down and taking their notes because once you go in the building, you got to give up all your devices.
Oh,
You get it. You
the
get
camera,
a coin,
everything?
You give up all your devices. You know, since I had all of this, my
My
GoPro and all that, I had to give all of that in, and they give you like a gold button with a number. And then when you come back, when you leave, you give them back the button, and they'll give you back the stuff.
We should go in with our media passes, right?
Yeah, you'll be good.
4 days.
Everybody can go in. It don't matter if you have a media pass or not.
Oh,
But
okay.
just know.
You want to trade in, you just got to go through airport security. You're going to go through airport security. Take off that, take off your belt buckle. Chill, bro. You want me to do a spin? My car ain't on, nigga. Chill. What the fuck happened? I mean, but they on it. Airport security, though. You got to go through that. Lighters, nothing. Bait, nothing. I had to throw my lighter outside. Boom. I'm like, yo, fuck it. If I find it again, I find it. Only lighter.
Outside. We're gonna
I
go
tossed
back
the shit. Came and found it. I thought I lost it. Found my shit, nigga. Lit my shit back up, nigga. I'm like, great. Hold on, let me text you. Yeah, so we meet some dope people, son. That they got their own network. And I'm holler at them too. Shit fire. You know what I mean? Dope ass network. Yeah, right around us. Dope shit. And they came and hollered at me. I go and say, hey y'all, what am I doing to you? No. Dollar Miles from Eyewitness News. I just got Dollar Miles in them number from
nice.
Eyewitness News in them. She like, call me Mika Tom. Thank you, bro.
Would you want to answer some questions for us while we're? Okay, perfect.
Down here vibing, bro. Regular, bro. A regular dude. All of this extracurricular gangster online shit is black. You gotta live life regular, bro. Be a giver. Give to people in life. Don't take forever. Trust me. I've been a taker my whole life. I was doing all the shit you used to do. Selling drugs, guns, all the dumb shit. Yes. It's on my record too. But at the end of the day, it's about us growing. You know what I'm saying? It's about us growing, man. We always gonna defend ours and anything that we gonna defend that we deem is ours. But that ain't the motive. That ain't the motivation. You know what I'm saying? The motivation is really to help a lot of these young people. Every man that's listening to my voice, help a younger guy. You know what I mean? Maybe not a family, maybe just like a friend. Every woman that's listening to my voice, help a younger woman. You know what I'm saying? Help a younger girl out here and drop some jewels on them. You know what I'm saying? Even if we get accredited for dropping jewels on them or not, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's how we start getting back our world that we think we lose. That's how we get it back. We ain't got to do all that to go outside and do all that. And about that. You want to do that, we can do that too. But we just got to make our little impact just like that with the young people. Once each of us is making a little impact with a one young person, let's think about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's about us helping the next generations behind us to not go through some of the things that we went through. That's what life is about, bro. It's not about nothing else. Trust me. Sometimes I'm mad that I wasted damn it all of my life living that life that some people want to fake and portray to be. For real, son. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody that really lived that life is tired of that kind of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? They want to live something else and be different. So when people try to be that shit and want to hold on to that shit is whack. Just like when Brick Baby and Loose Cannon be calling back from prison and they just want to talk about the dumb shit all day. That shit is whack to me. There's so much positive things that they could say, so much positive moves that they could make from behind the wall. You can make a call and talk to your family or some shit, your kids or some real shit, and that shit probably go viral, nigga. Loose Cannon drops a heartfelt thing, boom. Come on, bro. But we want to keep making negative impacts. That's the same way how we was in the streets. Just want to keep it real to the dumb shit, the illusion. A lot of this shit in the streets is illusion shit, bro. And this may not be the shit that you want to hear, but that's the shit that you gotta hear. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? It's not about nothing. It's not about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. One person at a time. That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we get it. Everybody on go. My name is OOTAONGO. My name ain't OOTAONGO. My name is OOTA. I'm on go. We got to get everybody on go. When we on go, we going to go together. And that's what this is. This is not a YouTube channel. I got 11 channels. I got 10 other channels. I can do whatever I want to do on the channel. This channel's not that. You know what I mean? This channel is us building, me using how much this channel elevates to help people to lift and monetize their channels and build as well. And I don't ask anybody for anything, no money, no nothing. I just say drop likes. If you can share it. I don't even tell y'all that much, but I'll tell y'all subscribe and just make sure y'all notified. And that's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? It's not about us trying to take from everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me coming up with a fundraiser of how I'm going to spend your money and dish out your money to someone else and act like I did something. It's not about that to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that to me. You know what I mean? It's about making real impacts and real changes. The way we're gonna do that is about building with each other. Straight. You know what I mean? Straight. Oh yeah, people going back in the court now. They running back in there. Let me show you. They running back in there. So I just seen this lawyer dude that I got his number. This lawyer dude. He like Middle Eastern or some shit. You think he's suave as shit. I wish I could have shit. He just went inside, bro. Yo, this nigga think he fucking what's the nigga name from Don Johnson or one of them niggas? Bro, he would have swore he was Don Johnson, homie. Facts. Bro. Word, I got the lady Darla Miles. Y'all Google her right now from Eyewitness News, bro. Got her. She like, listen, call me. She's like, I'm on live. I'm like, no, you're not on live, woman. You crazy, you crazy. Love this lady. Watch this lady for years. I'm like, what? Hell no, I won't put you online, woman. Hell no. She like, listen, just call me, boom, 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 da 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 da. I might have to get this girl number right here too, though, because she was talking about some shit. They all work with the press. Them people right there, look.
Because what he said first thing this morning was, and I'll quote you.
Right.
This is what the judge said. Where's my notes?
They all work with the press.
Where's the other note?
Sister is dropping some jewels back here. This is what the judge said.
The judge said,
listen, I'm gonna shut
do
up.
not take, and I don't want to misquote him, do not take what I say as evidence. Follow my rule. You will follow my rule and what I say in this courtroom. Yes. Also, whatever I say is not counted as evidence. And that's paraphrasing. However, I have the exact quote written down to what I'm doing in this paper.
I want to come watch that and talk like, why I had it? I got some young too, but you got it. Why I had it? Yeah, you got it.
I was a lead counselor
Well, I believe
supervisor,
you.
lead house parent at Boys Home of the South
Well,
Carolina.
I believe. Look, I'm back here with
House
it.
parents
Well, I
at the
believe
end.
I'm back here.
And then they came to me to help them write reports.
Yeah?
Yes.
Wow, I love you, sis. For real.
3 years.
Sis is different. And she got her little MTA outfit on. She don't want to be around the folks. So she like, listen, I just got my little walkie-talkies. Ixnay on the Oaksmay. She like, Ixnay. I'm like, all right, sis. So I just gave her a pound from like right here like this. Hold up, sis. All right. Two white women came. They said, he's guilty. I was, Then she asked me, she like, do you think he's guilty of something? I was like, I don't know, bro, but I do know that tape of Cassie, regardless of what you want to think. That Cassie tape, we know that he's guilty of that. But now they saying that the judge said that tape, what the judge said about the tape? About the Cassie tape?
He said made up.
He said it's made up.
He said made
I got to get
up.
clarifications on that part, bro. I got to get clarifications.
The 5th, 6th of March of 2025.
Well, it's no wonder why the court is
Crazy. Is Diddy getting freed, y'all? One person read that, I'll be talking about. I was making like, he was trying to act like Diddy was guilty. Bruh, I'm in front of the Fed building, bruh. Don't make me go big with your ass in front of the Fed building. The hell you talking about? I ain't say that. What I said was, if you allegedly had some damn baby oils in your hand and you ain't helped nobody allegedly, your ass is sitting around and not helping nobody, just like you sitting around not helping me, dropping a damn light and hitting that damn pole. That's what I said. So get me right when I'm telling your ass what. Shit. Yeah, bro. They wilded out here, man. Wilded. The jurors is going in. It's going down out here, man. That's what we doing, man. People pop it out, though. Y'all double tap the screen. We outside of real time, man. Right? We outside, real time. OOTAONGO. Subscribe to the channel right now, because I got some other things that I'm going to be doing. I got a conversation that I want to have with this one guy when we come back out the courtroom. And I'm gonna shoot the breeze with Darla a little bit and just, get a couple of her thoughts on some stuff. I mean, those is real journalists, real people, bro, that been at it for real, in real life. And I got a certain kind of respect for certain these people that I met today. I got a level of respect because I know them. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, I've been knowing them since I've been young. You know what I mean? Journalist, reporter that I've known from young, bro. Straight. So I'm like, nah. And they was welcome, open arms to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother, look, boom, anything you need. I mean, you can talk to me. Listen, just get on me. Just make sure that if I don't hit you back, get on me, hit me. Gave me the numbers, call me now. You know what I'm saying? Real type vibes, man. So when we online, not linking and connecting with each other, that's corny. That's crazy. These people is like, they would be the celebrities of their field. You know what I mean? We're not celebrity chasers, not me, myself, but you know what I'm saying? But they would be, she would be. A couple of these people would be celebrities in their field. But even them is normal. They hollering at you regular like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? What you doing? All right, cool. Hey, I'll support you. Boom. That's how they rocking. So why we not rocking like that? I don't understand it. You feel me? And we trying to get to the level.
Today, someone said they.
You know what I'm saying? Let me zoom it in on this building, bro, so y'all can see what the hell happened in this building, bro.
Robert Downey.
They didn't say that you.
They said Robert Downey. I seen him reference Robert Downey with the jurors, though, right?
Right.
But what was it? Did he maybe have a person that he knew that reminded him?
Something like that.
It was something
We don't
like
know
that.
which
It was like, it was like, oh, all right, so did that person like affect you in any way to be biased?
Yes, yes. So yesterday was out before go to book.
Okay. Oh, I missed yesterday. That's what happened?
Yes, they said I'll be sure go to book.
Tell all.
Yeah, I'll be sure wrote a book.
That was something they were referencing yesterday.
Wow.
They mentioned Michael B. Jordan. I heard it twice. I don't have my notes from yesterday because I had all I have.
In which way though? In which way did they mention Michael B. Jordan?
Subway. Huh?
In which way did they mention Michael B. Jordan?
Because the jurors had the list.
Oh, it's from one of the jurors. From one of the jurors.
So celebrities or something. I don't know if it's one of the 14 questions.
Yeah.
Have you heard? I don't know if it's or number 13.
Number 13?
About artists or not. I don't know if that
Could have been like, respectfully, ma'am, you didn't even
But I mean, she's already had a.
She
She was fine
for
for it.
experience. I'm not sure which question asked.
Yeah.
But there's a whole list. One lady knew about 10, 11, 12 of them. I
Crazy.
wrote down every one because they have them listed as numbers.
Yeah, they got them all up. They got their own number.
Right. And I kept writing numbers down and she kept going. I did it like, around the paper. Yeah.
Anything in particular about Kanye West getting a lot of
Kanye West was brought up. Mr. West was brought up at least 4 or 5 times.
Kanye was put up 4 or
And I
5
don't
times.
even know why. I don't even know.
I wonder if that phone call was even
Because I
mentioned.
only-
Maybe that phone call. Even that last phone call. Remember when Diddy and him had the phone call? That could be mentioned.
The song,
Yeah.
All of that little interaction online. Remember Diddy's defense came out to say that it was unbeknownst to him that he was being recorded. Remember, and even to back himself.
chimed in on that.
No, but remember, Diddy's defense came in after that to say they didn't know Kanye was allegedly, but that Kanye was recording him supposedly. But I don't know if Diddy knew or not.
No, but I don't know either. Because I don't, we don't talk to
That's what they said about Kanye. He said Kanye allegedly recorded him secretly.
Yeah, so this could be
So that could be in relation to that.
right, like they might think that like, oh
It could be
yeah,
a breach.
he's like helping Diddy.
You know what I'm
out.
saying? It could be this. It could be a
Like-
breach of some kind
How
of
would
thing.
he have helped him out?
No, this is how people look at stuff.
I thought they was trying to help him out by bringing Cassie as our kid.
Yeah, which so Kathy's not in it. She's not,
Well,
she's
that
gonna
was
be a bunch of
not
stuff,
now.
so
Not now.
Yeah.
For now, temporarily, she's still not removed. She still can be used as evidence at any time. At any time.
Yeah.
So right now, like for the way how it's looking, it's playing like in one direction, the Kathy way.
However, he asked the jury not to use that as a bias. He asked the
But
jury
could you really? But
not
even
to
though,
use the
even though they're
tape
gonna
as a
ask you that.
bias.
But even though that's what I want
So
to ask
why
some people
if
in
not
real
to use
time.
it as a
Like,
bias, it should
as
be
a juror,
testimony.
if we were jurors, right, and we all seen that part of that videotape, right? It's hard to get that video out your head,
Yeah.
right? And they saying that the video's not true or whatever, based on CNN and stuff like that, but CNN is still holding it to say that this is how the tape came to them, right? For us as jurors, it's all the people. I'm about to do another poll, right? I think your view would be skewed. Being a juror, I think my view would be definitely skewed, bro. I'm telling you. And it'd be hard for me not to have a bias, bro. I just got to be honest as me, bro.
He sways people in
after seeing that Cassie thing, because out of one thing, all of the jurors, right, that we was writing down, out of all of them, especially those last jurors that we was writing down, they was all mentioning, they're like, what you think? I did see the Cassie video.
Right.
I did see the Cassie video. I did click on the link. I'm not supposed to click on the link, and the judge already, and the judge, but however, and some people clicking on links yesterday. Remember the one guy that was in USA Today yesterday? Remember he said he read the jury selection list? One juror said he read the jury. He said he went to USA Today like yesterday.
Yes.
And seen the jury of all things who seen the jury selection process.
Exactly. That's what it says.
That's crazy. How you gonna go and watch the jury selection process of anything? But of course he got struck.
Yeah. He got no. There's a word. They just I don't see it. Strike. It's a word.
Yeah, he got excused. Oh my bad, he got excused, y'all. His ass got excused. People outside, so we outside of one time. People got their notes. Real shit. I got my notes over there on the side somewhere. Real, so I done left my bag. Ain't nobody touch it. Gangster. New York. We all right here. It's safe. I don't know how safe, you know what I mean? But it's as safe as it's going, as it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? As it's going to be. I'm chilling. It is what it is.
Down this hallway, this walkway, I was down at the other end, went looking around, and a man came out, told me he was my mother, he was looking for Vegas. I said, get out of here.
That's what it's about. We got to be building. Real time. We got to be building in real time. Look, this is what's going on. This is what's going on, bro. This is what's going on. We outside. Realest of times. Keith and Keefing outside in front of the courtroom. Yoking and snoking. All right? Chilling. Peace and love. Salute. Your quarter reality. Diddy is down finding out what it is like to be Diddy. Wow. Yo, quarter. That was big bars, bro. That's a mic drop over that, on that one type stuff, bro. That's a mic drop type stuff. Wow, that one. Because Diddy's in a wild one, man. He's in a bad situation, bro. Regardless if you think he's innocent or guilty, he's in a bad situation, straight up. And as I was listening to the juries, I took mad notes. Everybody got a bias in some way, man. People gonna try to hide it, but people couldn't even hide it. Your one juror, they was like, they asked him the question, like, would you think you have a bias based on this? Yeah, bro. He took like at least a minute before he responded, bro. The pause was so long, I couldn't believe it, bro. Pause was so long. The fans came up to, nah, bro, he making long pauses. They're like, yeah, all right, the government did see that too, whatever. All right, cool. Excuse him or strike him. We using the word strike, but they was also using the word excuse. They were saying this juror was excused or whatever the case may be. So yeah, man. But in some shape, form, or fashion, some people gonna have some bias. So that's how come the one guy that they're asking about if anybody in your family, anybody been SA'd or anything like that, you know, it was real. You know what I'm saying? For them to ask them that. You know what I mean? So I'm about to do a conversation with these people over here at FMW Network. They dope too. You can go to their Instagram. They got like 459,000 on Instagram. So I'm gonna do a conversation. Ask me to do a conversation with them. So I'm gonna go over there and rock with them in a second. That's what we doing though. We in real time, bro. So all of us as viewers, we all like, everybody's like a juror in themselves. You know what I'm saying? All of us. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying to all of us, right, is will we have a bias? And we just got to keep asking ourselves that question as this trial goes on. Do we have a bias? Because we're all like the jurors that's not the juror. You know what I'm saying? I'm just upstairs in the actual inside of the courtroom. We can all go and everybody can go in the courtroom.
That was one of her things that she go for this event, and everybody starts laughing. So, because I didn't know what the
Audio I can't see what's going on, but you can hear it. You get on camera and say that? Tell the people how you feel, brother. Listen, bro, you gotta feel how you feel, bro. Tell the people if you got a channel or anything like that. What's going on? You know we live, brother. You know we live. You know what I'm saying? You tell the people himself.
I met this great brother, great brother. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I've been doing journalism now for at least about 7 years or so. I'm from Vegas.
Okay, so
I came out here. I'm a big Sean Diddy fan.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I just want to be the fifth.
Okay.
You know, until
you figure out what's going on.
If that happens, then maybe achieve my perception.
Okay.
But for now,
okay. You just stay fast how you've been and how you supposed to be.
Right. Okay. You know what I mean? Because I want to treat it more or less somebody else's dad, somebody else's family.
And that a person is innocent until proven.
Okay. So that's where I stand. But then folks keep counting on me. That's what I'm saying. I'm so really going with it.
But you're gonna feel like I said, brother, feel how everybody gotta feel how they're gonna feel. Me personally, I'd rather not have no bias, even though I'm telling everybody, if we were all jurors, we will all have a bias. Because we all seen that Cassie video. So regardless of what, even if you want to say, all right, cool, I'm gonna be unbiased, even if you're from the streets, you done seen some traumatic stuff and you done did traumatic stuff, you're still gonna have some sort of a bias.
Right, absolutely.
After seeing that Cassie video.
Right, absolutely.
You could try to say, all right, cool, I'm gonna put it aside as much as I could. We all can say that, right?
So now let me ask you. I know you've been doing this for a while. You see that client. What is your take on it? I mean, not being biased, but what is your
my overall so far? Yeah. My take on this is this. So, you know, me being a New Yorker, you know what I'm saying? One, me doing entertainment, me doing music. I've been doing music and songwriting since a kid. I write music for people, artists in the industry as well. What I say is this.
Congrats by the way. I got it. That's an accomplishment, man.
But I feel this is what we do, right? Because these are the things that would give me biases, right? That's what I'll speak on, right? You got to speak on what we would deem as a bias, right? I was going to be a juror. Let's keep it real, right? So, one, I would question, how you treat the people that he works with. And when we talk about the artists that he's had, so many countless artists, right, that we all love, right? And everybody got a gripe and saying like, bro, we ain't getting no bread, and you acting like you're trying to hold on to the bread. Right. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of the high levels of other things, just our interaction and our interpersonal skills of how we're dealing with each other would create biases. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the history of the artists, Biggie, this, that, Mace, Craig Mack, R.I.P. Craig Mack, you know what I'm saying, was the first ones that kicked it off. And he ain't really get done right. I just feel, me personally, I feel Craig Mack ain't get done right. You know what I'm saying, son? You know what I mean? To the gravity of what Diddy did in his case and what he's guilty of, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
And you being in the industry, right?
You know what I'm saying?
You being in the industry, you probably should be able to answer the question more because you're in it, you've been in it, so you know how to.
It's not just about me answering the question more because I can say, okay, a victim's a victim regardless, so it's not about us denying a victim. It's about us taking a victim's claim as real, right? We have to, right? Because a victim's a victim. If the victim was your family, you wouldn't be thinking like that. You'd be like, oh, that's a victim. Nah, that's my family. So we just gotta look if people bogus or not. We gotta figure people out and figure people bogus, but we just gotta take a victim story as a victim story. Right? So everything's all alleged. We understand that. It just seems that the Cassie thing blew everything else out the water. So maybe if he dealt with that quicker and dealt with that better, maybe some of these things are not here right now the way they are. I would think as well. So we got to look at a bunch of sides to the thing. You know what I'm saying? So we just can't look at it in one perspective. You might say, Diddy people might be saying that, but we might look at it that way to say, you know what I mean? Because it was kind of whatever. He was,
right.
It was love, and he was, I mean, before all of that, it was love, and he was like this with the red room, and he was down the block, right? He was down the block.
So she got you now.
How you doing, Steph?
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, you want me to come over there? All right, cool.
Yeah, your thing.
I'll hold you.
Huh?
I'll hold it It doesn't matter. You go on it. No, you go on it, brother. You go on it.
I got you.
It's on me, it's there.
There goes the big brother, man. Go ahead.
Talk to me. Let's do it. Alrighty. So, what you do, how it's been out here so far, and then how would you like it introduced? OOTAONGO. Oh, OOTAONGO. Okay. Ready? Alrighty, guys. So I have OOTAONGO here with us, and he's been here since about what time?
Maybe around
9 a.m. Okay, that's early. So he's been here a lot longer than our team has. So he's just gonna let you guys know a little bit about what he's seen so far.
So far, I went to they're doing the jury selection process. So a few jurors been kicked. Due to family relations, one person was saying, like, they asked one juror, what has anybody, I want to say everything right how they wrote it. They said, has anybody in your family has been essayed or been through any traumas like that and things like that? One juror said, yeah, his wife has. Right? So they was like, okay, so will you have a bias based on that? And he was saying, nah, I don't feel I have a bias based on that. They said, so how would you go about not having a bias for that? You know what I mean? He said, basically, my wife been through that. She still gets angry at times, but that's what my wife has been through, and I can't really project what my wife has been through. So they kept him on as a juror, actually. Another person, actually, I was like, this juror, I was like, I don't even know, I got the numbers over there in my back. One juror, he bugging. They like, yo, they said, have you read anything? What's going on? He said, he taking a minute, he bugging. Yeah, I did read something yesterday. He bugging. What you read? USA Today. What you read in USA Today? He bugging. The jury selection process. We like, first of all, how you
Sir,
read?
you here?
Sir, you got warned to not do this, bro. Just like yesterday, the day before, the man done read the jury selection process, bro. They clipped him. They like, nah, strike him, excuse him, whatever they want to use on him. They done used to. They done packed him up. They done packed him up. So now, they had another juror. So a couple of people. So one person, but what is similar? I say what correlates between all of the jury members, that the people, potential jury members, is that everybody is mentioned in the Cassie video. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what, at least some people being forthright and coming with that to say, I did click the link, they did see the Cassie video. You know what I'm saying? So for me, just being in the courtroom and listening to that, I try to put myself in the same shoes, and I say, if I was a juror, if any of us was jurors, would we have a bias? You know what I mean? So even if we're not the jurors, as the public opinion, we're all like a juror in our own right? So, but would we not have a bias if we all seen that Cassie video? You know what I'm saying? And I think just seeing that Cassie video, it would give me a bias in some sort of way. You know what I'm saying? Just me, personally, me just being really, really honest. It's hard to get the vision of that out your head. It's hard to, you know what I mean? Even though they may say that it may be doctored, but I heard that the judge said today, I got to get the clarification on if the video's fake or not good or whatever they were trying to say. So I don't know if they're just saying this based on the way the video was altered, because that's what they was making claims, that this video supposedly was altered, or it sped up events to make things seem that they happened in times that it didn't happen, like it sped it up. But at the time when they were saying that CNN did this, they never really said that. They changed the video in any way, you know what I mean? So it's a process.
Do you feel like the trial itself, you feel like the jury is going to make a Linda, no. Not rational, but like I'm going to feel like the results would be mainly based on public opinion or based off of like the legality of the situation as well. Okay. Yeah. So being that, Oscar? So being that, this is a really prominent case, do you feel like the results will be more based on public opinion in general or the legality of it? Because, our courthouses in America, the way we deal with the judicial system is that, okay, you are convicted because of legality, but in the courtroom, it's based on morality. You know, it's based on how the lawyers can make the jurors feel. So do you feel like that's going to play a really big part in this, or?
You know what? Especially as we go more into the future now, and everything becomes more digital now, I think, you know what I mean, maybe back in the days, and even that, still the news and all these things played a big role, regardless. Even before we was heavily on social media, the media plays a big role. You know what I mean? I think it's hard for people not to believe in sometimes public opinion, because sometimes a person may feel, how will they be judged if they did vote in a certain way, or if they did a certain thing. Let's say a person feels that Puff is innocent, right? And they are voting to say that he's innocent.
I'm so sorry
right?
to cut you off. But, you know, just real quick, in New York, you can basically tell your age range by what you call Diddy. Because he had so many names throughout the years, so you're calling him Puff. So I already know.
Puff.
Yeah, you've been around.
I mean, I call him Bill, I call him Leonard. We can't all that. I mean, allegedly the baby yours, Diddy. I'm chilling, I'm out here. But I'm just saying, we out here. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, you know what I mean? But Puff, that's what's just naturally in my mind, because I know him Puff. But, yeah, I just think that it's going to be hard for the public opinion not to be a part of it, because like I said, let's say a person's saying like, yo, Diddy's innocent, right? Let's say 3 of the juries or whatever saying Diddy innocent, Diddy's innocent, right? Let's say it comes to a mistrial and 3 of the juries said that Diddy was innocent, whatever the case may be. Let's say it's thrown in. However they do. Those people could be up for scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? Who are these people? These people may get outed. People are scared of these things.
Yeah,
Getting public ridicule.
that'd be great.
Because that same public opinion, when
Channel
that
can
same
work
public opinion is
effectively.
aimed at you, you don't know what that is like to be under the scrutiny of the public. You think you got ops or friends that's against you, or some person that you know that's your one bully in your chat that's bothering you. When you got the public against you, you know what I'm saying? Because maybe the public may deem him guilty before he's even there.
Exactly. And then that would influence the trial as well.
So that'll influence everything. So, you know what I mean? And a lot of times it's more that, you know what I mean? So when I'm like on my channel, I just do my little comedy. But Diddy's innocent of whatever he's allegedly charged with. You know what I mean? It's just what the judge said today about this tape. I just got to get full clarification, because even one person that was in the court was saying that he was saying something about the tape like it wasn't good. But I don't know if I can't take the whole word for that, because I don't know if he's saying the tape is no good all the way, or just because it was maybe altered in some way it's no good, so it won't be deemed as admissible in court. But that don't mean that the events ain't happened. You know what I'm saying? Because if the events happen, then don't matter what we've seen the tape, so we all seen the tape in our heads. So they might not need it. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, one of the sisters that was there, she was in there, she was right there sitting down too. She was writing it down too, and that's what she had wrote down. But I got to get the clarity, because I was writing some stuff down too as well. So I don't know if that's what I really heard of that part.
So we're definitely going to ask her some questions as well. So anything you want to leave us with?
I think, like I said, everybody that's doing it, especially because me going in there, I make my little joke, yo, Diddy, allegedly hoofing with that baby yours, allegedly. You know what I mean? I make my jokes. But, because I joke on real life situations too. I like my own life. But at the end of the day, me being in the court though, I see it more in a more serious view. And it gave me a more serious perspective. Maybe I won't do as much jokes as I was doing before, because this whole situation is not a joke anyway. And there are potential victims in this case, regardless of the fact, and I don't want that to come across in any way like I'm making fun of anybody or any victims that's in this case. And especially being there and seeing it firsthand and listening to people that's there and all that talking and all that. You see the people in the court and all that. I went upstairs to the floor too, where it's really at, 26. I went up there like this. Got my little gigs on, chill. Might slide, you behind me. So I've got to see a little 1-2 peep, but I ain't gonna get into that. Say that for later. But, you know what I'm saying? But just even listening to it, it gives it a more seriousness to me. And I just put myself as a potential juror now. So I'm gonna try my best to have as least biases as I have or I can have, and put myself in a juror's position. And, you know what I mean? Besides the Cassie video, like I said, I'm always gonna think of that. But I still even have to remember what the judge said and just figure out what the judge said on that to see if we can just keep that in our mind as the truth. That's what it is, man. OOTAONGO. OOTAONGO. OOTAONGO.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, Uda. We appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all. FMW. I love y'all. All right? Facts of life, though. You know what I'm saying? This is what we doing, man.
There's a little high five on
you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm salute to this good brother, man.
Get it up, man.
Salute to this good brother. What, you got some channels or something? You got something you want to plug, bro? What you got? What you got? A channel? YouTube? Oh, okay, cool, man. Go. Let's go. Cut and go through. You cutting and going through. Take your time. You just taking your time, all right? Figure yourself.
I'm gonna show Diddy gonna do. You know,
I think you're gonna have to, but we need people like you too. We need everybody that's gonna have their own voice, right? I try to be in the middle. So to say, yo, boom, boom, boom. Like I said, I tell you what my biases would be. Oh yeah, oh yeah, she was talking about something. Yeah. What they know? Come on, let me talk to these people. What up? Yo, son, who we need to talk to? Set it up, let me talk about. I don't want to run down.
Oh man.
Hello. Good day.
They're very insightful.
Yeah.
Very insightful.
Yes.
Interview.
Very insightful.
We did a whole interview yesterday. They're very
insightful.
They're very insightful.
Come on, y'all gotta
every
tell,
knowledge,
y'all
every
gotta
knowledge. They got it. They got it.
Y'all gotta tell
How
my
y'all doing?
people
That's
a
why I
couple
came
of
here and
things.
slow down. No, they're very insightful. They're very
Y'all gotta
insightful.
tell my people a couple of things. What y'all thinking about this whole situation?
Exactly how she feels.
Yes. Tell me what y'all feel about whatever.
I was editing last night. I was editing last
We
night.
can go like conspiracy theories and
Don't go too far though. They might take down the damn channel. Lord Jesus. We ain't trying to go Alex, and I ain't got to say the last names. What do you mean? We gonna call him Smith. We gonna call him Smith today. Okay? He like Jesus. His name don't start with that letter.
I was editing the video yesterday, last night, and you guys were like you were wrong. How I called my mama like. That's a real truth.
it's because
Because she was saying
we're
Sean Diddy
all in
is
this.
convicted.
It's
He
been
is?
the last
Tell me how you
year of
feel.
our
Tell me he is.
lives.
You think? How do you feel about this whole Sean Diddy Combs? How you feel about this whole Diddy situation? How do you feel? What's your
The
views?
only thing there is to feel, he's guilty.
Guilty
This
straight.
is not a crime that happened like 30 times, guys. It's a crime that's been happening for 30 years.
Okay.
It's an institutionalized crime that just showcases like how dirty Hollywood is.
Okay.
The sad part to me is that Diddy isn't even the worst one. He's
Okay.
the only one who got caught. It's not even the first one. He learned that from his masters. He learned that from Andrew Harrell. He learned that from Clive Davis.
Lord Jesus.
You know, this is
Lord Jesus. Allegedly, Diddy.
allegedly.
Allegedly. You know we gotta dance with the allegedlys. Yeah, we dancing. We dancing. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
All the time. But I see where you're drifting. I see where you're drifting. I can't knock you there.
By the way,
But look, let's take like I said, right? So boom. So you know, like even on my channel, I may have my little 1-2 jokes and stuff, but I don't want to make this like a joke because this is not a joking situation, right? Because there's potential real victims in the situation. So, but even me being upstairs and listening to the jury selection process upstairs just now in the courtroom, it even gave me more of a seriousness to even how I maybe even cover this story and then talk about the situation. You know what I mean? Being there, and it put me in a potential space of saying like, if I was a jury member, you know, would I have a bias, right? And I feel like I would have a bias, especially after seeing, at least just after, regardless of me being from New York, yo, you did Locks wrong, you did everybody wrong, R.I.P. Craig Mack, we can keep going back and back. Biggie, I love them, that's my favorite rapper. You know what I mean? I got Biggie, my favorite. So, but besides that is what I'm saying, just seeing the Cassie video alone would give me a tremendous bias. It would just give me a bias. It's like it's hard for me not to have a bias in my mind. Me being honest, because some people gonna say, nah, I'm listening to jurors act like they're not gonna have a bias up there.
And I know that every person is deserving of a fair and just trial.
Yeah, hopefully.
But I mean, it's been going on for too long, and he did that to himself. I mean,
Crazy.
He
was the one that
He forgo the chance. You know what I mean? He gave up on the chance of having a fair trial by letting this happen for 30 years.
I wouldn't be able to be fair, partial.
See what I'm saying? I would be biased. That's what I'm saying. All them jurors up there is gonna be biased, man, in some shape, form, or fashion. Even when they asked about, they like, yo, so did you see anything? You read anything? What's going on? One guy taking the pause, he bugging. Yeah, USA Today. They like, what you read from USA Today? He read it yesterday. He read USA Today yesterday. They said, what you read from USA Today? He bugging. The jury selection process. They're like, how you read the jury selection process of what's going on with that yesterday when you're not even supposed to be clicking on links on anything? So think about that. You know what I'm saying? How you don't click links in a world today when we click links and then about clicking a link, you seeing things in your short content form. You're just scrolling past your channel and things are going through your shorts feed.
exactly.
So you ain't even gotta click a link. You can say, yeah, you didn't even have to mention seeing
It's
this.
the internet, though. It's not going to be
the
like
internet.
the O.J.
Thank you.
Simpson trial.
Thank
It's
you.
like
Absolutely.
30 years ago.
Right,
Nobody
right,
knew
right,
nothing. It was just the TV, and that's it. I mean, it's today
It's
with
different.
high-end public cases like this. It's
I
always
know.
going to be like this.
It's true. That's how I feel. It's crazy, man.
Technology's fault as well.
Mm-hmm.
How long you guys been here? How long you guys been here?
Oh, just arrived. Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's pull up.
40 minutes ago.
Listen, man, we outside in real time. It's crazy out here, man. You gotta go.
You're a comedian, huh?
I have a talent to do it, but I've been doing it more lately.
You definitely.
I've been doing it more lately. You know what I mean?
You have it.
Coming from where we're from,
You have it.
that's a stigma. I had a stigma in bringing out comedy and doing that. Because, we come from a place where when you joke and people think you're joking, they want to joke and think you're a joke. So, but I broke past a lot of those stigmas now. So, you know what I mean? I mean, going to my bag more.
What happened yesterday? I didn't see you yesterday. Were you here?
Oh, no, I actually had something else. I had a meeting yesterday that we did yesterday. So I was supposed to come, but I did get updated with a couple of people that was there yesterday.
Y'all think Diddy?
I don't know, bruh. I don't know, bruh. I don't know,
I
bruh.
got my opinions.
I don't know, bruh. I don't know, bruh.
Yeah, bro.
Well, I'm definitely gonna follow, even if you're not on Instagram.
You gotta take.
Are you guys down to come to our studio and do like interviews? I'd love to hear more about like the K-pop scene and how it works for you guys. Yeah? I'm gonna take your contact information.
I'll follow back. We're not as soon as I get my
Salute everybody. Listen, I'm about to end this stream. I'm gonna start another one. Salute to everybody that's rocking with us. You already know the vibe. I shouldn't even end it. I should just rock right.
They are
Let's go rock
K-pop musicians. And they just,
interviews going on.
To the city. Yeah.
I'm gonna end it.
chance for a award show with BTS.
Yeah?
Before BTS.
BTS? I've heard of BTS.
I'm gonna let you go freestyle.
You guys do
come to mind, go
stuff like that? Yeah, they were like a full like hip-hop group. Yes, I got the Instagram. Also, I know you have WhatsApp. So
SDWJR.
I don't have the WhatsApp. Yeah. And you guys are like, when it's usually best for
You already know the vibe. Ooda. Live on go. Here with SDWJR. We live right now. And we right now in front of the Diddy Courthouse. With the case in the trial is going on. We're doing a jury selection process right now. This is what's going on if you haven't been updated on what's going on right now. So they're going through who's going to be a potential juror. So a few people weren't struck. They were striking people as jurors, or they'll say excused, based on potential biases. So the judge was specific on people having biases and what their biases would be. Everybody has been warned or notified, whatever you want to use the term, not to click links or be going into certain channels and certain things that's talking about the case as much because it's going to pollute your mind, right? Some people are talking about their biases.
I can't see. I'm sorry.
One guy said that he actually read an article
That video.
the day
He
before
said I watched Baking the
from
Bed.
USA Today that was about the jury selection process. So, you're like,
Very, very.
how you gonna read about the jury selection? They struck him as a juror. One guy, they asked him, has anybody in your family
Yes.
been through any like
Yes, I'm Anya, by the way.
essay
And you are
or R or anything like that?
So-
And he said, yeah, his wife actually been through a situation when she was younger. He
Yes,
said, do you care to say who this person was?
And then
He said,
yes,
you know, it's
that's
just in our culture. He's like, what do you mean it's in your culture? He's like, you know,
That's my other.
we're Puerto Rican or whatever the case may be, and this type of things be like swept under the rug. That's what the guy said.
So we're, like I told you, we're doing
They said,
interviews out here and
okay,
stuff like that.
so
But you guys can
so who
definitely
did it
come
though?
to the
Who did this to?
We do. Let me show you
You know what I
what
mean?
the studio content looks like. So this is like studio. This is our
And
studio.
he was like,
That's one of
I
them,
think
and
it's
then we have
essentially an
like
uncle.
one in downtown and then one in downtown Manhattan as well.
So they said, so do you think that you could proceed having that, you know what I mean, as a bias? Do you think you'd have a bias based upon this fact that your wife has been through certain things like this? You see that this case involves essay type stuff and these types of things, there's allegations of it. So he's like, no, I don't think that I would have a bias, really. You know, he's like, so how would you go about not
I'm
having
not gonna
it?
watch it while you guys are here.
He was like, you know, it's really my wife that has that problem. And it's not really so much of a problem, but at times she does get angry and she is reminded of it. But I can't really project what my wife is living. That's really my life's life. My wife's life. You know
Well,
what I
I'm
mean?
Haitian, and
So,
I live in
but
New
they kept
York.
him on as a juror. Wow.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So they kept him
I've
on
always
as a
lived in New
juror.
York.
So, you know,
Like,
they
my
just going
family
through the
lives
back
in
and forth
Florida,
of who they're keeping as jurors. Certain people having biases. One guy was acting like he didn't have a bias, but then they went through his questions that you go through.
Oh, I see it.
And then one of the things they was asking him about his potential, like, would you be having a bias about this? He was saying, you know, that he thinks that he's an opinionated type guy, like a person that has his way and used to having his way, and he was saying these different things than what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of
Oh, okay, perfect. So just screenshot so you can keep it because you know when
So
you
what's
move from the
your
phone,
conclusion
it's not gonna
based
have
on
Wi-Fi
everything that
anymore.
you heard?
So far, no conclusions yet, man. You know, how I cover things on my channel as well is like, I try not to have a bias in a way, even though I told you if I was a potential juror, I would have some sort of bias based upon the casting tape. I would have some kind of bias. I can't just get that out of my head. But, you know what I mean, putting that aside, we'll try to have no biases and try to just be unbiased as possible at least, right? I just say to everybody that's watching the trial or to anybody that's being updated on the trial, I think that we should all put ourselves in the juror's position and try to not have as much biases as we can try. You know what I mean? Because even if they getting it wrong or right, we gonna be learning and updating it, and we gonna be all getting it wrong or right in our own heads, regardless of the fact. We live in such of a fast time today that everything is so quick, everything is digital. So people gonna be updated on the case. You ain't even gotta read the paperwork. I'm a person that's gonna be reading the case and reading the trial and reading things too, and transcripts. But even if you don't read the transcript, you're gonna be able to be updated based on certain channels, the Keisha Chalvers, and you know what I mean, the Khadisha Lynn's, or whoever else, Gene Deal as well, another person that's on the other side of it too as well. He's a person that's strongly opposed to a Diddy. So we have a person like you that have your opinions about the situation and say, you know what, this is my side of the line where I feel at, but everybody is innocent until proven guilty, and boom, boom, boom. And then Gene Deal might say, this is the side I feel like, but this is, you know, but everybody's innocent until proven guilty. I get it. So, and then there'll be people like me that'll be like, you know, I'm more in the middle with it, even though I have my potential biases because I'm human, and we got to be admitting that. Because a lot of those jurors that I heard talking up there, they have potential biases. Whether they was kept on or not, I think they have potential.
Appreciate you. All right, good. So you know they got almost 1 million followers. You know, them girls.
Yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to their channel.
Oh yeah. So
I'm gonna subscribe to them.
now I brought this specifically for both of y'all. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to them too because they got like 1 million subscribers. Them two chilling right now. Like, you know how we do, man. So I gotta tag them. You know how we do, bro. We outside in real time. Real time. Yeah, real time. I know where the courthouse is.
Now I want to get the blade, the blur, and everything.
Let me start. Man. Hold on, let me
on last year.
What's that? What the Diddy case on your channel?
Robert
What's your
Rosal,
channel's name?
Nachi is our names.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How you spell that? Spell it for the people.
Naty Isa.
ISA.
No, go ahead. You keep asking the question. You keep asking the question. I'm just
No,
gonna
that's
go.
a fact. No, I'm gonna store y'all. Most definitely, I'm gonna store y'all because I'll be open to having a dope conversation with y'all. You know, I like your views and I like your views is out there. Some of your views is out there. I had to put it on mute. I said, chill. You got it. We gonna.
You know what I mean?
That's that noche. I noche.
We love like the work that he's put out, the people that he influenced, the people that he discovered.
The artists that we listen to.
Yeah, those are the artists that like we listen to our whole entire lives, childhood lives, adolescence, everything.
Grew up listening.
Yeah, and it's not even about us being like, oh, fuck
Haters.
him. Like we were never haters of these people.
That's what I'm saying.
ever.
Everybody gonna have a view,
Ever.
and everybody gonna have a view, man. Hold up, I gotta store them.
We studied a lot.
I want you to ask questions.
Content.
Huh?
We
I want you
studied
to
a
ask a
lot
question.
to like produce the videos that we produced. All our videos are up to like 20, 30 minutes long. We know this. We can't like put our fingers like on fire and be like, I'm certain, but like we're mostly certain.
Yeah.
These people have blood on their hands for sure. They hate him.
How people feel in Brazil about Diddy?
They hate him.
They hate him there?
Yeah.
Straight?
Yeah. They think they did it.
Jeez, Lord.
Not
Because
just
their
Diddy
podcast is in Brazil.
Not just Diddy. In Brazil.
In Brazil, we think that's a lot more.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, they outside in real time, man. From Brazil, came down, popped out, outside, straight, doing anything.
So do you have YouTube?
I have a YouTube channel. Yeah, my channel's called OOTAONGO. Yeah.
Do you have it here? Oh.
Yeah, it's on here. Yeah, I'm gonna shine it right here. Look. This is my channel.
So we have this playlist on our channel that
Yeah.
we did. There's like a bunch of videos in there, and it blew up last year. And
That's
when
my
people
channel right there.
discovered it,
That's the name of it right there.
everybody in Brazil got informed, and now it's kind of like everybody's interested in what's going on.
So it's big out there in Brazil. It's big.
Of course, I would
It's big out
imagine.
there.
I could imagine. I could imagine, but that's what it's about. It's about us linking and connecting with each other in real time. Let me see. Channel fire. Let me see the channel. Yeah, the channel up. They
Talk
up.
about like
Real
a lot
time.
of stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna post a video about the Met Gala tomorrow.
Oh yeah, out there. I went over there too a little bit yesterday.
Oh, but it was raining.
Oh,
We wanted
yeah.
to
But
go,
it was
but
raining, but you couldn't even really thug.
see shit.
I know. But I just passed by before I wanted to do something else. I wanted to come here.
Oh, so you guys did go over there? Yesterday?
And that's what I
No, we
want to do.
didn't. We were like so busy.
Because it was rained out too.
And we was with you the whole day.
I told you guys. You got to the Uber. You got to the Uber. I told you guys. I told you guys were going there when you got to the Uber. You guys wasn't going.
No. We went to the hotel, but then it started pouring. And then we checked on TikTok, and everybody was moving. People couldn't see anything. I was like, okay, what's the point? We're going to.
So-
be
Yeah, I had passed
stressed.
over there yesterday.
So apart from YouTube, what else you guys do the hobby-wise? I mean, apart from YouTube, what you guys hobby?
No, we work strictly with YouTube.
What are we talking about,
We
man?
have two channels.
That's what we do.
time did we leave? We left out of here at like 6:27.
It's gonna be like till like 6 today.
I
know.
stayed here till after 7 o'clock, till the last employee left the building. I said, "Are you Diddy's attorney?" Because they was like, Pix 11 was left.
Thank you again,
2
sister. I
independent
appreciate
reporters was
you.
left, and they was like, "Oh, Diddy, there's a new lady on his case, Miss somebody, I can't remember the name," and they was like, "Oh, we're gonna wait for her." Then all of a sudden, News Pix 11 just cut through here and left. Then Roz left that I was standing with under the umbrella. He went, and then the 2 independents. He was talking to me about why I was here. I said, "Well, where y'all going?" I thought the last attorney was coming out, so I stayed there anyway in the rain. Yesterday, all I had on was this and some slacks, the sweater, in the midst of rain.
Who are you guys looking for?
Huh?
Who are you guys looking for? Who's in this
Puff. Yeah, Diddy's jury selection. They about to spring him. I heard. Allegedly, y'all. I heard. They threw out 999 bottles of baby out of evidence lockers. He only getting charged with 1 bottle, and that's what he used when he was getting zestfully clean. That's what I heard, allegedly. They threw out 999 in bottles. They had to go. Y'all have a good life, man. All right, sister.
That was a good one. I like that one. I have to record that piece, yo.
All right, bro. He said that was a good one, bro. Allegedly, bro. What do I mean allegedly, man? You know, it's seriousness to this case.
So I can walk in there. I can just walk in there.
Come on, bro. If I was on TV, what happened?
Here comes Bato from Hot 97.
You know what I'm saying?
Who? For who?
Right here. I asked you a question, what you asked me.
This is out from Hot 97.
Oh, who's that?
In my head, you work out Hot 97. I'm gonna take the number in you too. I was supposed to get a number when you talking about.
Man. You got a Gucci on, so you want high 97.
Nah, no, actually, no. Everybody, somebody around.
I will.
You somebody.
Good luck.
So we can't watch what people have because you was chilling. And you that. You know what I mean? Bro, you can't watch. I don't watch none of that. You feel me? Fuck this. I don't watch none of that. Ah, man, he been here chilling with us the whole time. She was speaking the whole time. They were talking. The whole time. But we just outside, you know what I'm saying?
I'll record you though. I'll record you.
Nah, I'm chilling, Brian. When I have a conversation, I'll probably just take a number son. That's it.
Oh, yeah. You trying to
we just link in, man. That's what we doing.
Yo, man, he trying to get an interview with you, man. Go ahead.
Nah, bro. You bugging. I'm good. You been the whole time. We've been talking the whole time, bro.
Well, I'm going to definitely get you on the comedy part, though.
I've been talking the whole time. Do what we can do, bro.
Comedy part. That's the part that's your gift right there,
views,
boy.
Man.
That's your gift right there, man.
I appreciate that. You know, like I told you, that's also was a gift, but it was also a curse to me because I do it with my people. But we don't show people that. I came from a lifestyle of, I wasn't showing that. I wouldn't joke with people. I didn't want to joke with nobody like that. So, you know what I mean? So that's me opening myself up to being like that. Okay? Potential.
So guess who this is right here? I got her yesterday. She from the Breakfast Club. I cheers her.
Y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna set another live to go live. You already know. Everybody subscribe to the channel right now. Ooda, ooda, ooda. You know we all go, man. You know we all go. We outside. You heard? Real time.